Hi, Marianne Croce here from Small Biz Vantage and the creator of 3 Day Weekend System and Coaching. And I am glad to be here each and every week. I do these lives for two reasons. One is for you to be able to shift your perspective or your vantage, if you will, and look at your business from a different angle, a different way, and turn that into your competitive edge. And the second reason is for you to take one action item away each week and implement it into your business. I know that many people are caught up in the day to day. So, in 15 minutes, this is a quick way for you to get some information and help. Now, the most common question I get asked from people is, Marianne, who do you work with? And I work with business owners who are in the automotive and the skilled trade industries. These are owners who have teams and they're at the stage of their business where they want to actually gain control, but they want to do it by letting go. They want to empower their team, delegate more. And if you're in that place, that is where I come in and I can help. Now, let's get started with this week's topic, which is respect is a two-way street. I've heard from a lot of people recently on the topic of respect inside and outside of the industries that I work with. Respect is a huge thing. And I hear more about disrespect than actually hearing about being respected or showing respect. A lot of people, uh, business owners, managers, team members, a lot of them have been talking about this. And this comes up a lot with clients or business owners. So, respect is a two-way street, but a lot of times that seems to get forgotten by really everyone, whether you're an owner, a manager, a team member, especially when someone feels that they've been disrespected. That's when people's guard really goes up. So I want to clarify for the context of this live that respect is an expression, right, of high or special regard, or it's like considering something is worthy of high regard. Now, as human beings, everyone deserves respect. Let me just put that on the table right now. Okay. Special regard, high regard. Absolutely. Life is very, very precious. But I want to give you a pro tip when it comes to respect. Respect is also about different points of view, and an owner, a leader, a person's ability or their willingness to see things from a different perspective. That's really talking about respect or taking respect to like a really pro level. So for today's training, I want to go over 10 basic principles of respect. And really, in a nutshell, I want you to remember that respect is about treating others in a way that values their worth, their skills, and their value to the business. That's putting into context for the work environment. So let me break down these 10 basic principles of respect. First is recognize individual worth. Acknowledge and appreciate people, their value as human beings. We live in a world where so much is automated. People do not want to feel like a number. They want to feel valued. They want to feel appreciated. So respect that. Number two is politeness and courtesy. Be polite. Use good manners. Say please. Say thank you. These can go a long way. Just handing someone a paycheck is not the same as actually thanking them. It makes them feel devalued. It makes them feel less human. It dehumanizes them. Active listening is number three. Pay attention and listen attentively when someone's speaking. What you want to do is you want to avoid interrupting or dismissing their idea. Sometimes we're not listening and we're assuming we know what someone's going to say, and we actually miss out on something good that they wanted to share. Number 4 is empathy and understanding. So this is when we seek to understand. We want to understand their feelings, their experiences, and their point of view. What happens is we don't all have the same background. We don't all share the same exact experiences. So there are points of view that others can bring to the table that are really valuable. You may not have thought of something that way. Number 5 is acceptance of diversity. Now, we want to embrace differences. You don't have to hire every single person that you hire that has the same experiences, the same background that you do, the same exact training, all of that. No, we want to really embrace differences because there's value to that. We want to support an environment that values and celebrates differences. Someone may have a different approach, a different way of handling something, and we can all learn from that. Number 6 is honoring boundaries. Recognize and honor personal space and privacy. Just because it's your business or you're managing it, you're running it, doesn't mean that you can bulldoze or plow over people. You have to seek consent and you have to restrain or reframe from intruding or pressuring people because can be actually viewed as bullying. Number 7 is fairness and equality. Treating everyone the way they want to be treated. People have different things that motivate them. We're all different. So treat people the way they want to be treated. And do this without discrimination or favoritism, because that can make people really feel uncomfortable. Constructive communication is number 8. This is open and honest communication. Listen and tactfully express your viewpoints. I'm the boss, I'm the owner, we're doing it my way. That doesn't work. We have to use tact. And you want to avoid derogatory language or personal attacks in any way, shape, or form. Number 9, recognition and appreciation. Show appreciation for others' contributions, their efforts, their achievements. Recognize and celebrate strengths and success of individuals or of a team. We all have goals as owners, so really celebrate those things and celebrate them with your team. And lastly, number 10 is resolving conflict peacefully. Seek peaceful resolutions through dialogue, compromise, and understanding. Address disagreements without resorting to aggression or disrespect. Just because someone doesn't see something your way doesn't mean you can't have a conversation. Now, what I want to put emphasis on here is, as an owner, as someone who started the business, you have core values. And those core values can't be compromised. So, for example, if one of your core values is respect, then that's something that is going to be important to you. If you have someone that doesn't agree with that core value, then none of this matters because it's not going to work. This doesn't mean that they're allowed to be a disrespectful person because their core value isn't the same as yours. There are some things that are just fundamentally, not going to work. But stick to your core values and find people who align with them. Now, again, this is a two-way street. So it's really important to look at this also from the perspective of your team. Really, really important. It's not all on the owner to be the respectful be respectful. It's also for the team as well. So I want to address this now. What can team members do? And think of some examples in your business, how respect would show up. So respect as a team member means there's commitment and professionalism. We're talking about good work ethic, being punctual, and meeting deadlines. Follow the policies and procedures. This means including, the company rules and examples. Some of these could be attendance, a dress code, or ethical guidelines. What this does is this demonstrates your commitment to the organization's values. It promotes a sense of order and consistency. Number 3 is representing the companies in a positive way. You want to represent that company positively. So behavior, professional behavior, both inside and outside of work, really reflects respect for that business, that organization. You want to be a good representative or ambassador of that company, and you want to avoid actions that could do harm to the company's image. So this could be as simple as you're going out to lunch, you have a company uniform on, you're talking on your phone, you're not thinking about work, and you're using really foul and disrespectful language. Someone that hears you has no idea about your conversation. They don't know that it's personal. You are wearing the company brand, and that it puts the company in a bad image. Number 4 is continuous learning and improving. So the idea here is willingness to learn and grow in your role. You want to really seek opportunities to train, to stay up to date with industry trends and acquire new skills. There's a lot of owners out there that want to provide training, want to send their team, and they're saying to me, my team members don't want to go. So I want you to look at this from both sides. Another one, number 5, is efficient use of resources. So a company has lots of resources, whether it's office supplies, whether it's equipment, tools, even utilities. And they have a lot of resources that are online too, like subscriptions, things like that. So you want to use these responsibly to show respect for the organizations, their financial health, and their sustainability. I mean, think about it. If these things are used really irresponsibly, this can cost the organization a lot. Number 6 is open and constructive communication. Engage in transparent but respectful communication with your team members, supervisors, suppliers, vendors. All of this promotes a positive work environment, and it builds trust and collaboration. Number 7 is taking ownership and responsibility. Be accountable for your actions. Admit mistakes and take steps to rectify them. This really supports the company's goal, and it builds a culture of accountability and continuous improvement. That makes for a really great place to work. Offer constructive feedback. If you have an idea and you feel that the company maybe can do something better, provide that feedback and suggestions, but do it respectfully, like in a constructive manner. We want you to be, the idea here is to show that you care about the company's success. And this can include, ideas that you want to maybe change a process, improve a process, or do something totally new, be innovative, because there's a solution that you have to a problem that everyone's been, dealing with, everyone's been feeling, and you have a really good idea. 9 is respect confidentiality. Maintain confidentiality when it comes to sensitive information, proprietary data, employee related matters. You want to show respect for the company's trust. This really promotes a culture of integrity. And lastly, number 10, support the company's missions and values. Embrace and align with those things and actively contribute to the fulfillment of those things. Demonstrate respect for the company's direction, their purpose, all of the things that are important. These are the things that make you proud to work for the company that you work for. So I want you just to remind you very quickly that respect for a company and respect for the team, it's a two-way street. By showing respect, you're contributing to a positive work environment. You're building strong relationships and you're supporting a culture that's set up for success. And let me tell you something, you are valued as a huge asset for that success of that business. Don't worry about what others are thinking. Don't worry about if you seem to be sticking out like you care more than anyone else. You are a huge asset. The people that just show up, the people that put in as little as possible, when the opportunity comes, I guarantee you they will be the first people to go. And if you take this advice, you will not be seen that way. So I'm curious, what part of respect will you be working on? I know I gave you 10 as an owner and 10 as a team member, but I'd love to hear in the comments which one of those is something that you feel you will be working on. If you get value out of these lives that I do each week, please share them with another business owner. We can all learn and grow from each other. So that's it for this week's Business Leadership in 15 minutes. Have an enjoyable week.